was summer camp and a group of kids asked one counselor if he wanted to play one of their favorite games. Sure, what's the game called? It's called the jump game. They didn't explain the rules, but they walked him straight to this really tall tree. All right, it's Steven's turn. Sweet. Okay. So Steven climbs this tree. He's pretty high up there. All right. And then he just jumps off. Ah! He hits the ground hard. Yo, what's going on here? And the kid explains it like it's obvious. It's the jump game. We each pick a really high place and we jump off it. That's the whole game. Yeah, I went before Steven. I jumped off the dining hall. The counselor was then like, yo, this is so dangerous and this has to stop. This is so dangerous. This has to stop. The scariest part about the game was that each kid had to try to beat the height of what the last kid jumped off of. From that day on, jumping off of anything at that summer camp was banned. And yeah, that makes perfect sense to me. This kid in middle school got bullied every single day. One day in math class, it just got too much. So he asked to go to the bathroom. Can I go to the bathroom? And when he got there, he called his dad. Dad, please, I can't do this anymore. Can you please come pick me up? And his dad said, you'll be okay, son. Just try to ignore it, all right? I love you, bye. He goes back to class and sits down, but 20 minutes later, the office calls him down. He heads to the office and his dad is waiting there. Hey buddy, we totally forgot about that doctor's appointment you have today, remember? Oh yeah. They get in the car, they drive off, he takes his son to Chili's, they have a great time, they eat a bunch of snacks, then they go to a freaking movie, they go home, and they spend the rest of their night just hanging out. This happened years ago, and since then this kid said his dad had sadly passed away. But he says that was one of the best days of his life. What a good dad. Rest in peace. He got detention on his birthday. No! So apparently he was talking back to a teacher and the teacher gave him after school detention today. But it's my birthday. I don't care. So it was after school, he was in detention, sitting there. Sad. He was supposed to be hanging out with his friends. This sucks so bad. But then the detention room door busted open and his 5 best friends walked in. Hey yo, happy birthday, bro. What's up, brother? Happy birthday, man. Yo, what? The detention teacher was like, hey, you guys can't be in here. It's his birthday, man. Come on. One friend brought in cupcakes, soda, balloons, and they passed cupcakes and soda out to everybody in the classroom, even the teacher. Oh, thank you. Hey, we get a cupcake too. Of course, man, enjoy. This party's for everybody. And then they sang to their friend. Happy birthday to you. I blow out your candle, bro. And for the rest of the detention period, they were listening to music, eating cupcakes, and the teacher that tried to shut it down at first ordered a frickin' pizza. And by the end, nobody wanted to leave. You know what? There's still some pizza left and some soda. 20 more minutes, huh? Hey, nice. Honestly, best birthday ever. That's frickin' awesome. At this one school, phones were banned in every classroom. Strictest policy anybody's ever seen. No loopholes. If you get caught, your phone is being taken. So one kid, he builds a business.
I'm gonna build a business.
He buys a bunch of nice binders, ones with compartments, folders, sleeves, and he customizes every single one. These binders would have sections. Section 1, crossword puzzles. Section 2, original comic strips drawn by kids in the art program that he paid. Section 3, an area for doodles. Each binder also came with a bonus packet. Fun gel pens, highlighters, sometimes a fidget toy. And he calls these boredom binders. At first, people told him this was a goofy, dumb idea. But then one kid bought one and absolutely loved it.
Yo, it's actually lit. There's riddles, comics in there. I found this awesome pen.
I'm gonna have to get one.
By the end of that week, everybody wants one and business is absolutely booming. And here's the awesome part. He didn't just sell the binders. He offered weekly refills for a small price. He would load in new crosswords, new comics, new riddles.
Enjoy, and hey, for $2, give me the binder back and I'll refill it with new stuff.
He made over $300 in the first 2 weeks. And the cool part is, teachers didn't even shut it down. They liked it because it actually kept kids quiet, focused, and somehow it made them perform better on tests. And it was the only school business that nobody complained. And honestly, you gotta respect the hustle. This guy's a genius. So it's the first actually cold fall day of this dude's freshman year. And this kid had anticipated that most students would still be coming to school in t-shirts and shorts. So he planned for this. And on that first day, he came to school with a duffel bag full of brand new hoodies of all different colors. Hey guys, hoodies, $15, first come, first serve. Most people people were hesitant to buy this, but eventually some kids did. They were nice hoodies, and 15 bucks is not that bad. He sells out those hoodies that first day. The teachers are confused. Everyone's wearing the same hoodie but all different colors. And this kid goes home and counts his cash. Success. But the thing is, he doesn't stop. Sophomore year, on the first actually cold day, again, he brings hoodies to school to sell. But this time, they have his logo on it. His initials printed right here, and he sells out. By junior year, people are waiting for it. Yo guys, where's Marcus? He's got the hoodies this year? And sure enough, new colors and a new design. By his senior year, it's a full-on tradition. He shows up with his last batch. And it was the best batch yet. Custom, embroidered, limited edition as always. And he sells out quick. People were rushing to buy his last hoodie because they wanted to have the 4-year set. And this kid became a legend for it. The students didn't care about the school's spirit wear because they had the Marcus hoodies. And that is awesome. This kid had a job at school. He recorded fights and edited them like movie trailers. But it wasn't just raw footage. He had slow-mo intros, theme music, freeze frames. Every other Friday, he would advertise the fight videos that he collected the past 2 weeks. And he would sell them. He had all these fights and he would sell them on flash drives, $5 to $10 per drive. You could pay extra for certain edits, like director's commentary. Yeah, Kyle, notice the footwork here. That's a veteran move, great recovery after the hoodie pull. Some really incredible moves here today, Mike. This kid had eyes everywhere, and he always carried his nice camera with him. Whenever he heard whisperings of a fight, he would run to the location, and he would be all up in it. Sometimes, when student conflict was low, he would hire some students to start a fight, just so he could record it. Business was booming and he was making absolute frickin' bank. Till one day he's waiting outside the school to be picked up when he notices 2 parents yelling at each other in the parking lot. And then they begin to swing at each other. 2 moms fighting, he's recording this and he edits it. And it's his best edit yet. It was flying off the shelves. Well, the principal heard rumblings of this and said, I mean, you're in huge trouble, man. This is unauthorized distribution of violent footage. But before he suspended the kid, oh, and before you go, I'm gonna need you to give me a copy of that fight. It's for investigative purposes, okay? You know he didn't need that. He just wanted to see what the fight was like. That kid walked out of the office that day with his head high. And for the rest of his school career, he was known as the Steven Spielberg of student hallway fights. You gotta respect the hustle. So it's pep rally day at this one school. The whole school's in the gym, chanting, cheering, you know. But one kid had a different plan. He sneaks into the library. It's dead silent. It's empty. There's nobody in there. And in his bag, he had brought his Nintendo Switch. His favorite game at the time was Breath of the Wild, and he wanted to play it. So he looks around the library and he sees this giant touchscreen monitor on the wall, and the HDMI port was wide open. No frickin' way. So he drags over the comfiest library chair he could find, plugs everything in, and suddenly Link is running through the field in a giant screen of HD beauty. For 2 hours straight, he's just chilling in there playing this video game. He's got his feet up, he's eating an old bag of chips he found in his backpack, treating it like it's his own private movie theater. And he's doing this while every other student is trapped in the gym screaming some sort of school chants. The 2:30 bell rings. He unplugs, packs up, and walks out like nothing happened. No other students, no teachers, and no librarians knew what he did that day. But today, this kid says that was his favorite high school memory ever. And yeah, it would be mine too. That is awesome.